Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know you guys, you miss me a lot. I miss you too, but I have been going through a period of exams and we're going to talk about it in details.
Okay. And thank you for having me. She invited me to interview her because she enjoys my interviews. So
Of course I do. Who doesn't enjoy a sibling? Come on.
anyways, so Becky has been doing exams. What course are you doing? Sorry?
I'm doing Peace, Conflict and Development Masters.
Masters at what university?
I'm at the University of Bradford, UK.
Okay, so when you join here in the first year, how many courses do you take? How many modules are you supposed to take?
I'm having 3 modules. Yes.
Are they
First
mandatory?
One is core, that's mandatory. It's a must. You cannot go away with it. But the two are optional. You choose them. You can choose. They give you around 10 modules to choose from. So I chose 2 more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that major one? The core one?
The core one is natural resource governance.
So everybody who is doing peace, conflict and development must do that module.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So you had the exams, right?
Yeah.
How were they?
Oh my God. Let me say the last 3 weeks have been the most stressing time of my life ever since I joined the university.
I'm trying to understand your statement where you say this was the most stressful part of my life. What does that mean?
I mean, ever since I came to the university, I had not seen something stressing me like the way that period of exams and assignments stressed me because they have deadlines.
Oh yeah.
And then as you're trying to finish the assignment again, I had an exam within the same period of time, and then I had group presentation, and you're trying to do things. You don't just say I'm doing an assignment and then I handle it in. You're trying your best to make sure you're giving quality work. You're giving the best of this assignment. You're doing the best. You're trying to do the explanation. You're trying to cite. You need references. You're reading so many articles at the same time. It's like, and one thing I've realized is that the time runs very fast. There is no this time which is in abundance. It's not there. Before you know it, another day is already popping in. I found it so stressing, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So, but you survived and you look amazing. So you don't look like somebody has been stressed. Oh, I'm so stupid.
No,
I'm not disregarding your stress. I'm not saying that. Oh no, you didn't go. You did go through stress, but I'm happy that you remained with your body.
Yeah, this is the funny thing about short women, short and a little bit of maybe fat, medium-sized short women. Even if they're going through stress, you may not notice it. Short women are resilient.
So tall women aren't resilient.
Now, one thing, because I'm speaking because I'm a short woman, I'm not really like short. I'm medium-sized, but I still fall under the category. I can fall under the category of short, but I'm not into the category. But what I know about short women is the fact that they may be going through a stress and then you still don't notice it.
They are small anyway. Okay.
Short women are naturally resilient.
Okay, that's something you have learned. So, were the exams written or all of them were in form of assignments?
No.
What was the structure?
The structure, I had a written exam and then I had assignments. The 2 assignments, they give them to you. That's in a month time. But in that month time, it's not that it's a free month. You're supposed to do research about these exams. You do the notes in class. You try to remember what the lecturer told you or taught you during the classes. But it's more like you're trying to research for content and material to back up your arguments. If it was like you have an entire free month and then you're just doing your assignments, it would be like easier and shorter. But the problem is you're still schooling. They're still taught classes, and these taught classes are mixed with you being busy. Yeah.
Well, I think that is a skill of what is it called? Multitasking and planning. That's where you learn how to plan a
Yeah.
lot. You plan your time well and calculate what you can finish and what you cannot within the time you have.
Yeah, I think your planning really works a lot when it
Mm.
comes to these times, these assignments. You need to do a lot of planning. You need to, especially planning your time,
Mm.
because all of them are essentials. You have to attend your classes at the same time. You have to do your assignments at the same time. You have to do the exam. Like you're not spared.
Mm.
So it's important to know the time you have and you plan for it accordingly.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's also like it's not that you nobody's going to say that what we taught you in class is all that. You need to read a lot of textbooks, lots of materials, lots of articles, and then you need to learn, like conceptualize the idea, formulate from what you've read. What do you understand? It's not copy and paste. It's not plagiarism. When you read something, how you understood it, how you put it in the working world, in the real world, how does it apply in that context,
Yeah, that's a good
So
thing.
you have to be, it's like
Mm.
really focused, really good in planning, structuring your work. Maybe it's one of the hardest things I've seen, structuring
Yeah,
your
structuring your
essay
work.
so that
Yeah.
they flow. You don't like say put this here and again you jump onto another subject and again you jump. You like it's a mixture of things,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
takes time, and
Yeah.
it really, really does take a lot of time. I
Yeah.
have come to notice.
So it's good you've learned so many things in that, and I mean that's one of the best ways you can gain from paying all that tuition. You learn how to think, how to
Yeah,
plan things, and how to come up with ideas based on what you already have from the
yeah,
um, published articles, books, and all that. So
yeah,
how was the exam? So the two modules you had assignments, right? And
yeah,
one module which was optional, you had an exam.
yeah.
How was the exam like? And what is that course?
This is environment trafficking and crime. So it's
Environment, trafficking,
trafficking
and
and
crime.
crime. That's this module is
Mm.
is optional, just like creative practices in conflict engagement and peace building. Those are
Mm.
optional modules. There are two optional modules,
Mm.
but this one had an exam. And
Mm.
the only thing that bailed me out was because since the semester began, I've been reading. Like I
Mm.
didn't relax. I didn't say, "Oh, I will read when when time is about like when there are 2 weeks to do the exams." No,
Mm.
because it is. I found it to be so hard, given
Mm.
the fact that you have like a deadline of assignments. You
Mm.
you can easily get fed up. Like I think it's like what we call a burnout in human resource, where you feel you were exhausted, fatigued, and tired and stressed, and it's just like I want to be done with this. Like you're
Mm.
no longer functioning
Mm.
in the normal way.
So how was the exam?
It was okay. That's what I can say. Like mm, the trick was in the question interpretation, like mm, like how they are whatever phrase the questions. You could easily think that they are hard, but overall, I would say they all needed a lot of reading.
The questions.
Yeah, to be
Okay.
able to answer them fully, give details, they needed a lot of reading and a lot of research, a lot of understanding, not cram work.
How
Yeah.
many questions do they bring?
They give you 10 questions, and
10 questions, and
yeah,
you choose.
you choose two.
Oh, you choose two.
You choose two. You do them in 3 hours. But no, these two questions, you're gonna write roughly 2,000 words. You can imagine what I'm trying to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And do you type it or you
No,
handwrite it?
it's handwritten actually.
Or handwritten?
Yeah,
So you all converge in one building.
exactly.
Do they allow smart any
No, no,
phones
no.
or
No, anything actually apart from
watches?
water,
Mm.
no watches, no phones, and you have to make sure that your phone doesn't ring, because if it rings when they have told you, please switch off your phone, that's you breaking the law. Like they are taking you for exam misconduct
Yeah,
if your
yeah.
phone rings, or if you try to open the booklet because before they tell you to open it, that's misconduct. So you have to be very careful.
So you
So
have to follow the
yeah, you have to
instructions.
follow the instructions. You have to listen. You really, really have to listen a lot.
Okay, so how do you time yourself? Is there a watch in the building?
Yeah, there are 3 watches.
Okay. Then,
Yeah.
One watches. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
and you assign the seats. For example, seat 1, seat 54. For myself, I was seat 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was your? I mean, I think you have spent some years without doing exams, right? So
Yeah.
how was it? Like, what was the feeling?
The feeling of taking, I took a bit of a break after my
Yeah.
undergraduate
How was the feeling of doing the exam
because
after, not doing exams
I
for those
kind of
years?
enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed it because when I was doing my undergraduate, I had a lot on my mind. I had a lot of stress for personal reasons that I may not explain to you. But now, like, it's like, okay, now I'm free. I'm a bit free. I'm not stressed. I gave my all. I gave my best.
Okay, so how was your feeling before and after the exam?
After the exam.
Before and after, can you tell me about that? Because I'm always excited about that feeling.
I want to tell you, if you're watching this video, or if you are listening to me, this is not an exaggeration. This is what is happening during exam period. I was exhausted, fatigued. I was in the, I was in a state of feeling like the normal is not there anymore. That is the kind of pressure I was feeling. I reached a time when I cried. I will be honest with you because the deadline is approaching and I feel there's some things I hadn't yet done, especially for one of the option modules, the assignment. So it is, you aren't okay. 2 weeks before the deadline, the kind of pressure you feel because nobody wants to fail. You don't want to fail your exam. I'm telling you, after paying a lot of money in your school fees, you don't want to fail the exam. You want to do your best. You don't want a lecturer telling you negative feedback. It's not what you anticipate. That's why the pressure is really too much. That's what I can say. After the exam, you still first go back to the normal you. It's like you progress back to the normal you. But I wouldn't want to what I went through. If I had read the video, sorry, if I had, for example, watched a video about exam period and had kind of like prepared me to what was coming, maybe it wouldn't have been a bigger shock.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it was a shock. Like that period really, really, I haven't stressed that much.
Oh,
Like the way I stressed
yeah, so
during
sorry about
exams.
that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you went through it,
Yeah.
And after the exam, you felt like, we still had the deadline the next day for the one optional
No,
module.
it's the one I'm talking about that I reached a time and I cried.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the
Because
good
of the
thing is you
deadline.
had to finish the exam, so one
Yeah.
thing off the table.
Yeah, I finished the exam like today at 4, but the entire yesterday I didn't get enough sleep because of the exam. I was
Oh
preparing
yeah.
for the exam. Now after the exam, I have a deadline for
The
another
next
module
day.
the next day. For the deadline is 3 p.m. Literally, I'm failing to kind of harness the pressure I have in front of me because time is running out. Yeah. For that one, I wish at time and I even cried.
Oh. I didn't see you
Yeah.
crying. I would have seen you crying.
And I had not
I'm
finished. I
joking.
know. I know. And I feel like I'm failing. This is not.
No,
I didn't like.
you can't fail.
No, I of course I can't. Like normally, I don't like doing things under this extremely high pressure. Like I want to plan and don't feel this pressure, but I ended up having it on my back. I ended up feeling like I'm pushing myself.
What are the three main things you learned through this process? Just mention them.
Preparation, preparation for assignment and then exam really matters.
Number two,
Number two, being concise and precise. This
in
maybe
what?
in everything. When I looked back, when I was under pressure for this, I looked at a time when I saw some of my friends not attending these last lectures, and I could text them, "Hi, you're not in the lecture." And they're telling me, "I'm doing the assignment," and at that time I was not understanding. But when I was under pressure, I began learning that, oh my God, I should not even have attended the last group presentation because I had finish my presentation, I should have focused on my assignment. You understand? You have to be precise. You do not have to be, if it is about assignment, focus on your assignment.
Okay.
Don't look at other things. All your mind should be on the assignment and finishing them. And I think I kind of like thought I would do it all.
Oh, okay.
I find like I can't do it all. You can't do it all. If it's exam time, you finish your group presentation, teaching is done, you can allocate yourself more time. At least, you know.
Yeah, that can be done. Though
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with you not attending other people's presentations just because your presentation is done. This is what I mean. Just imagine if all of them say, "There is not my presentation," or "My presentation is done, I am not going." You won't have any audience in the background, right?
Yeah.
So if they did it for you, if they come for your presentation, it's good for you to be there for your presentation. Because I don't think it takes 3 hours.
It that day took 2 hours.
No, 2 hours. That's a bit long, you know. But you can be there at least for 1 hour.
The third thing is you're gonna need your lecturers. It should be hand in hand. Don't think that you can do it alone. If you feel there's something you're not understanding, inquire. Write to them, shoot an email, wait for them after class. Try to involve them, tell them where you're finding a problem. They will tell you, give us an outline, and then we shall see if we can approve it, or if we don't need to, or if you need to make some changes. There is a bit of support for you as a student from your lecturers.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well done on the exams.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I deserve a hug.
Oh. Is there anything that you would have done differently?
I think it's a process. We are all work in a process, or work in progress. Okay, we are all work in process. I think it's a process. There is the first time, but I am grateful to God. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm deeply religious. I don't know. I'm deeply attached to God. I thank God that I had my amazing sister here. And then I had my friend Rishika.
Rishika is on the back.
Yeah, Rishika. Come on, let me pick my friend.
She's going to run.
Don't run. Yeah, this is my friend Rishika. She's running.
Don't
away.
do that. She doesn't like it.
Yeah. So my friend is very shy. So yeah, she's an amazing person. She's the kind who will ask you, "How are you done with your exams? Are you done with your assignment? It's gonna be fine." She tries to like kind of give you emotional support. And then my amazing sister, she's ever there to tell you it's gonna be alright. Come on, do this. Like she's not into arts. She's in STEM. This amazing woman is in STEM. She's in science.
There are so many people in STEM, by the way.
I know there are so many people in STEM, but they're not my sisters, okay?
Oh,
my sister is in STEM.
That's why I love you, because you're very smart.
So she kind of like gave me emotional support, a little bit of advice, you know. Yeah, and the rest, she knows what she does. So I don't want to talk about this, but I don't think without her I would be this confident to talk about the assignments. Without her, all my friends, I don't think so.
Yeah, I've actually told her whatever to say. So everything she has said, I'm the one who has told her. I'm joking.
Oh my.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. I was just I was shocked when you said that I made you feel confident or something like that, because you said I'm not very strong. So
No, yeah, I previously, when me and my sister were having, these are sibling, it's like a rivalry. It's not a rivalry, but they're sibling arguments, you know. Then I said, she's not, the topic is different. It's not related to this.
okay, that's
This
good.
one,
But I'm happy that
when it comes to educational part, my sister is the best motivator, confidence builder. When it comes to, there are topics we discussed about, I don't want to discuss.
I'm very weak, right?
those are different topics, you know.
That side I'm very weak. I'm not strong.
I tell an example.
She told me that, Annette, you are not resilient. You are very weak. Like you move on so quickly. You are not resistant to the world. You don't want to suffer. Like you can't, resist to pain. But I'm like, I'm very strong. I can
Okay,
resist to pain.
an example
Anyway,
is this. We were talking about me and her, we were talking about marriage, and I was like saying she should choose a very good partner because if she gets a bad partner, she can't handle that emotional stress that comes with choosing a bad partner. The stress is real. When you're in a relationship and the partner is not good, the kind of stress that comes with it. That's what I was trying to tell you. That with that stress, make sure you choose a good person because you can't handle it.
I can handle most of the
Why
things,
would
but I'm
you
not going
go
to
for it?
choose.
Don't
I'm
go
not.
for it.
I'm not going to
Please
choose.
don't go for it.
I'm not going to
No,
choose
don't
someone bad.
listen to your elder sister. Don't go for that stress if you can avoid it. Avoid it at all costs.
Okay, I won't choose a bad person. I'm going to make sure I make a good choice.
Make
Anyways,
a good choice.
I am very strong. I'm a very strong woman, and I'll be strong. I'm a strong man.
Even Mishka is saying, avoid it at all costs.
Anyways, I haven't experienced it. I'll make sure I make a good decision.
Yes.
Well done on your exams. I know I'm strong and I can handle things. So bye.
Bye. Not a bad relationship. Bye.